and will be chaired by Professor Olaf Reinhold from the University of Cooperative Education, Saxony. The presenters for the sections are Professor Hyung-Suk Chu from Bowling Green State University, Chan-ho Chung, Jiwan Kim, and Nam-ho Chung from Kyunghee University, and Yansen and Sung-byung Yang from Kyunghee University. Please welcome our session chair and presenters.
Hello.
Olaf, guten Tag there.
Guten Tag. Or as we could say, as I am in Poland in my vacation on the Baltic Sea, Dzień dobry. It's
진도?
Polish.
전라도 진도?
Dzień dobry.
진독랜드? 진독?
Dobre. Yes.
Okay. We have 진도. Go ahead.
So, it's a pleasure for me to host this session. Thank you very much for the invitation. And thank you also for announcing the three presentations we have right now. I think I have not to say too much about me because it's about the presentations. We have 20 minutes per presentation, so please try to take maximum 15 minutes so that we have at least 5 minutes for discussion. And I would say with that, maybe we start with the first presentation, the impact of agritourism farms, social media marketing on customer engagement using big data analytics for benchmarking. I'm really interested in the presentation because very soon I will have a conference on an agritourism farm. And yeah, I'm looking forward to your results from your analysis. Please take over.
So the topic that I'll be presenting in the next 15 minutes is the impact of agritourism farms' social media marketing on customers' engagement. And this is a case study of Stevens Garden Farm that located near where I live. And I've been working with small-scale agritourism farmers in the last 20 years. And I'm a farmer too, that I have a farm in my backyard. And I have always created research questions by myself to help them to be good and better. But this time, only last year, a group of farmers approached and asked me, what do I have to do with the social media? What kind of content that I have to put on there? And I don't want to do any other marketing because those are expensive and not effective. And I just want to use social media as a main marketing tool. That's how I started this research. And this is preliminary study of larger study involving 86 agritourism farms in Ohio, which I just submitted a grant at the Department of Agriculture in Ohio. And I just got past the first round, and I'm waiting for the second round result. So wish me good luck. All right, so as farm income have remained the same for the last 40 years, while farm expenses have been more than triple, many farms have become dependent on government subsidies and income from off-farm activities, which consist of 3/4 of their whole farm income. And so then of those off-farm activities, agritourism is the most prevalent form of activities that more and more farms are adopting by doing you-pick fruits, farm stay, farm touring, corn mazes, petting juice, dude ranch, farm stand, hay ride, winery tours, bed and breakfast, and things like that. So tourism really offers a good opportunity to sustain their farms, and otherwise many have to give up farming. But the problem, one of the main problems that they have is the marketing, because marketing resources are very, very limited and they don't know how they connect themselves with the customer. And many current agritourism farms have their website, but it is really hard to connect and engage with customers. That, according to farmers, they said that customers need to go Google to find them, so they are basically waiting for customers to find them. So they don't think that it's really effective. And so different from website, social media can be more of two ways between farmers and customers. So justification of this study. Similar to many small and medium-sized enterprises using social media as their main marketing tool, agritourism farms can use social media to engage themselves with their customers. But they don't know how to successfully engage themselves with customers. And in agritourism literature, no previous study exists on this topic. Therefore, this study examines how agritourism farms can successfully utilize social media to engage themselves with their customers. So engagement in the social media. So the concept of engagement is one main marketing concept of great importance in the last 40 years. And the rise of social media has further amplified its importance. And after the extensive literature review of this concept, I worked with ChatGPT to find the best, short, simple definition of this concept. And according to ChatGPT, so in the context of businesses, engagement is the emotional connection or interaction between a customer and the brand, influencing loyalty and advocacy of company or a brand. So engagement is closely related to motivation. And Van Buren et al. 2010 said that engagement as a behavioral construct. So engagement is basically someone is really motivated to do something. Kunz et al. 2017 emphasized the dual perspective between customers and company for the engagement. That means that companies are doing something and customers are responding to those. That's basically engagement. So engagement within the social media environment. So what the company has to do in the social media to engage themselves with the customer, and how customers engage themselves with the company. According to Kim and Co. 2012, the social media of the company need to have some information such as update, entertainment, interaction, and customization. Stravinsky et al. 2016 listed some of the engagement behavior of customer as endorsement, feedback, conversation, and recommendation. So by adopting these two concepts of engagement from the company, businesses, and the customer, the research question of this study is there a relationship between agritourism farms' engagement activity and customers' resulting engagement? So conceptual framework is how agritourism farms' social media marketing, such as update, entertainment, interaction, customization, influence customers' engagement, like endorsement, feedback, conversation, and recommendation. So methodology. Again, this is preliminary study of a larger study involving 86 agritourism farms in Ohio. So for this case study, we chose Stevens Garden Farm. This doesn't work, right? That's fine. So Stevens Garden Farm, that I was going to show you the Facebook and everything, but I don't think it's kind of working. not really good at this, so I'll just briefly introduce this farm. That it is family-owned, operated farm which open to the public, offering a variety of farm activities and selling flowers and vegetable plants, tomatoes, strawberry, berries, peaches, and things like that. And Facebook has been the main marketing tool for them, that they have just Facebook and they can sustain their businesses. As of May 30th, 2024, they have 9.1 thousand followers with 8.3 likes. And according to this farm, over 80% of those followers are loyal customers who visit their farms at least few times a month. And their rating as of today is 4.7 out of 5, and 375 reviews that they have help this farm to attract new customers as well. So on each Facebook page, a total of 12,888 data, comprising of 619 posts and text by the farm, and 12,269 responses by each customers were collected over a 12 months period in 2022. So these posts and responses involving both textual and non-textual content were collected by browsing, reading, and coding the official Facebook page of Stevens Garden. And this was done by 2 undergrad researchers. And they categorized the farm's posts and text into 4 dimensions: updates, entertainment, interaction, and customization. And they also grouped customers' engagement, like suppose the share of posts, comments on posts, and community reply to comments and things like that, into 4 types of behavior: endorsement, feedback, conversation, recommendation. And then we also coded this data as a weekly panel data. So number of data was 52, as we have 52 weeks per year. So preliminary result. The mean value of customer engagement for each social media marketing activity showed that each post received the average number of 21.3 responses, ranging 3 to 129 responses. Likes of post, 7 emoticons that we can find in the Facebook, that those, happy face, likes, and things like that, was the most frequent engagement behavior by customers, followed by comments on post and share of post. Updates received the highest number of customer engagement in communication, endorsement, and recommendation. But entertainment was found to generate more customer engagement in feedback than updates. And we ran the preliminary multiple regression analysis by having that dependent variable as a composite one. That 3 social media marketing activities, updates, entertainment, and interaction, were found to be significant for customer engagement. And updates were the strongest predictor, followed by entertainment and engagement. So this table shows the brief result of that analysis, showing descriptive statistics and multiple regression. So preliminary implication. Similar to large businesses, small-scale agriculture farms can successfully use social media to encourage their customer engagement via social media. So by showing this, that I have about 10 or so farms that they started Facebook or Instagram to use this guideline, that what kind of information that they have to put on in the social media. And I've been telling them, by adopting dual perspective, that farms are doing something in the social media, customers will react to it. That's the concept that they have to keep in mind. And agritourism farms need to primarily invest in social media marketing activities related to updates, entertainment, and interaction to foster customer engagement. And the result of this study said that customization of social media marketing activity was not found to be important for customer engagement, but I think that's mainly because of the characteristics of Facebook page, that the private message exchanged by the farmer and the customer is not available, that we cannot, collect the data. So it's part of it is hidden, the customization. So Facebook might not be the right platform to investigate the customization, even though that concept is really important for engagement. Practical implication. First of all, agritourism farms can use social media for their main marketing tools. So I've been convincing many more farms that they use social media for their main marketing tool, that they don't have to bother themselves to go to farmers market or advertisement magazines and things like that, because those are not effective. These 4 social media marketing activities, updates, entertainment, interaction, and customization, can guide agritourism farms to develop and work on their social media activities to engage with their customers. So future research. So the study of 86 agritourism farms that I am working on right now, and most of the farms are using either Facebook or Instagram or both. And my research question for that original research is, how is the engagement behavior between farms and the customers linked to farms' performance, like number of customers that they have every day or per week or daily sales data that I have received. So I would like to show the farmers that if you have a good engagement social media, that will get you performance, that you can make money. So let's use social media really well, and you can do marketing, and you can sustain your farm the way that it is. That's it. Any questions, comments, complaint?
From German side.
Yes, I have some, but of course, if there are some questions from the audience in the room, I would leave them the first step. Are there any questions from the room? No? Okay, then thank you very much for the interesting presentation. My field is social customer relationship management. This is really interesting for me, and I saw some points also related to my research. My first question is about the customers and how many posts they write every week approximately. You said they have 9,000 followers, 375 reviews in total, and how many new reviews or new content is created by the customers per week?
Oh, actually, that is a really good question, but that actually varies depending on what kind of farm it is, how big the farm is and everything. But for those family farms that are really small scale, for example, of this Stevens Garden Farm, they usually have 14 to 21 posts every day, every week. Because, and updates are very important for farms that so for example, in June, for farms in Ohio, it's a strawberry season. So kind of strawberry, very, very different from strawberry that you get from your grocery market. Strawberry in the farm is very different. So they have a live update, how strawberry is right now. So it's like, you know what, today weather was great, so probably you can pick the strawberry tomorrow. So it should be very instant updates every week. So then last June, I see that 3 to 6 posts from the farm. Then probably customer respond varies, but during those peak season, it'll be about 200, 300 per week. Then they have 9,000 followers. And according to farmers, 80% of those 9,000 followers are their loyal customers. And those loyal customers visit farms at least 2 to 3 times per month.
Yeah.
And their average sales are like, it varies, but usually customers spend between $20 and $100 per visit to buy those produce. So yeah, it's just example, but yeah, small family farms, that's very basic statistics.
That was also the reason why I was asking. These are really high numbers compared to other businesses regarding the interaction. What I saw in my research is that also the type of content plays a role. And I was wondering, you said it right now, they are posting about the products, current products, maybe offers. Did you include that in your research, a deeper analysis on the type of the content? Or is this planned, or do you want to stay on this generalized level of updates and communication?
You mean all the content that farmers
Yes,
post?
what type of content? For example, what you just said, the strawberry, the season of the strawberry, is this content where they advertise, for example, the products they plan to sell the next day, or is it more about the way of production, sustainability, and so on? So what type of updates they are sending?
This farm, in this case, they use this our social media for marketing. So marketing means that they would like to connect themselves with customer for their business, right? So basically, it's about what customers can buy, what customers can do every day, because farms are very different every day, depending on the weather and season. So last June is for strawberries, so they have a strawberry update. Something fun, something just information that, tomorrow we'll open for strawberry picking all day. So come here. Then many neighbors are very, very excited that they can pick the best strawberry there. So those are some of the kind of very common content in the updates. But from time to time, they take the video showing how strawberry flower is blooming and things like that. Then many customers are interested in those things. And they have a cow, horses, and some other pets. And the customers are very interested in those, that how they are doing, healthy, happy, and things like that. So they have those live video. And they have a lot of pictures of the farm that they can show around, and sometimes they update the farm. They remodel some of the places, then they kind of do those in the updates and everything, and the customers are always would like to see it because majority of those customers are loyal customers. So they are interested in buying something, keeping their farm as it is, and things like that.
Okay. That was maybe just an idea for later research. Colleagues of mine from Brazil, they, for example, analyze the postings for the main keywords. And then we can go with postings to see what type of postings or what content specifically influences the reaction.
Right.
The original content is recommended that maybe could be helpful.
That's right. Actually, that's part of the small research question that I have for the original research that I'm doing right now. Yeah, so that's actually really good, comment.
Okay.
Thanks.
Then thank you very much. Maybe if you have later time for the sale part, you could check this concept of social customer relationship management, because it was a line from the first the visibility to the collaboration to the learning, also from the interaction of social media for the farm. Maybe for the future, for the next project.
I see.
Then you
I
finish
see.
your current one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Looking
see.
at the time, we have to continue. Thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
interesting presentation. And we continue with the next presentation. Now about, I have to check, an expanded hotel service-scape framework for customer online engagement on social media. Also very interesting. I'm looking forward to your presentation.
Good afternoon. Throughout my PhD career, I attended several conferences, but this is the first time that there's more than 10 people. So for me, it's a challenge. It's going to be a very memorable conference experience for me now. So just bear with me and let's go to the presentation. Good afternoon. My name is Chan-Oh Chung. I'm currently a PhD student at Smart Tourism Education Platform, Kyung University. Let me introduce my co-authors, Mr. Jiwon Kim, and of course my honorable supervisor, Professor Nam-Oh Chung. Without further ado, let's continue. So first, we need to understand the definition and concept of servicescape, which originates from the term atmospherics. Bittner from 1992 highlighted the role of servicescape, describing it as the environmental stimulus influencing customers' sentiments and purchase decisions. The original concept of servicescape is divided into 3 parts: ambient circumstances, practical designs, and also environmental layouts. So Arnold further explained the distinction between physical and social servicescape. Physical servicescape focuses on tangible elements like decoration and architecture, aesthetics of a specific environment, while social servicescape emphasizes the interactions within the service atmosphere. These servicescape elements are particularly important in the hospitality context, where the physical atmosphere and employee interactions are crucial for providing distinguished services. So far, until today, many research has focused on the significance of servicescape in the hospitality context. In addition to the traditional servicescape features, the rising importance of safety in the hospitality industry is emphasized. Hotels must prioritize cleanliness, sanitization, and safety procedures to address customer concerns. Especially these features have heightened after the COVID-19 pandemic. Therefore, alongside the initial physical and social servicescape, safety procedures including cleanliness and hygiene are also crucial elements for achieving positive outcomes. The impact of servicescape in the hospitality industry extends to functional and wellness values. Functional value refers to the utilitarian benefits, while wellness value focuses on the psychological and social evaluations derived from goods and services in the hospitality sector. These values are considered important because hotel customers seek both materialistic benefits and also psychological benefits too. Moving on from the perspective values to perspective values, for this study, we would like to explore the concept of online engagement behaviors, especially on social media within the hospitality industry. Actions such as liking and commenting on social media platforms are highlighted, and these online engagement behaviors have been minimally researched in the hospitality sector. More research is prioritized, especially in an offline environment. Out of these 2 online engagement behaviors, commenting is considered as a significant form of customer engagement. Since it requires more effort compared to simple clicking actions of likes. And we believe that for this study, the online engagement behavior would be the commenting behavior for the study. So we listed some variables, and the previous slide shows some of the concepts. The research gap is shown as follows. There are very limited research and emphasis on safety within the servicescape context, and the need to explore the relationship between functional and wellness value and the customer section is required. Although the concept of safety servicescape has been identified, there is lack of research showing its significance with perceived values. Not only that, the servicescape features are correlated with safety, especially in the online environment, indicating the need for further research in this field. So the research question is, do physical and social and safety servicescape show a meaningful impact on the two respective values and their satisfaction? And also, would this servicescape features exert significant influence on customers' online engagement behavior? For this study, we took a methodology of a mixed method approach. The qualitative phase will be conducted as the interview, and the quantitative phase will be two methods, including structural equation modeling and the FSQC analysis. The qualitative phase concentrated on hotel servicescape questions related to the number of annual hotel stays and their main drivers in their hotel selections. Interviews were conducted within exactly 20 participants and who had experience staying in hotels as their vacation destinations. The stays ranged from the minimum of 1 stay to maximum 5 stays within per year. The interview results are very diverse. They have their own pursuits. So interview results show the importance of physical and social features in the hotel selection. Participants emphasize factors like interior design, atmosphere with fancy restaurants, and the general size and the quality of the facilities for the physical servicescape features. For social servicescape features, general quality of services provided by the employees was the main reason for choosing their hotel. Now we can look at the safety servicescape, which was not really the original servicescape feature. So safety-scape features were also significant in their hotel selections. Cleanliness and sanitary condition of the facilities, and also surprising, the renovation process, if the hotel has been renovated or not, has also been the drivers in their hotel selection. So we can see that these servicescape features assumes that not only the traditional physical and social servicescape is important, but the safety servicescape impact customers' value, satisfaction, and also we can see that it might extend this impact to the online engagement behavior. So the proposed research model integrated the stimulus organism response framework to understand the relationship of the physical, social, and safety servicescape impacting the two respective values and towards the satisfaction, and ultimately leading to a online engagement behavior. The quantitative phase involved the PLSSCM, structural equation modeling, confirmation and characteristics of participants, and convergent and discriminant validity was confirmed. The analysis indicated low multicollinearity, ensuring the reliability and validity of the research findings. The structural equation modeling results indicated that social servicescape was not really a significant factor in impacting the two respective values. Rather, the physical and safety servicescape showed influence with physical servicescape showing a higher impact compared to the safety servicescape. Both values influence satisfaction, which in turn influenced liking behaviors on social media, but had an indirect influence on the commenting behavior. We have the FSQC analysis for the quantitative phase. The findings show 4 recipes, causal configuration leading to online engagement behaviors. Physical servicescape was relatively important, and online liking behavior appeared in all configuration, which backs up the previous result saying that liking leads to commenting behaviors. So especially the liking behavior, as mentioned, appeared in all recipes, and social and safety servicescape show significant importance respectively, regardless of the impact of functional and wellness value. In contrast, the effect of both value was correlated with physical and safety servicescape in leading to the online engagement behaviors. So sum things up, we can see that this study provided insights in the critical role of the street servicescape in influencing customer satisfaction and their online engagement behavior. While physical and safety Servicescape showed meaningful influence, social Servicescape didn't show any influence at all. A plausible reason for this phenomena indicates that social interaction of the employees is to be guaranteed in the first place, which doesn't impact their value at all. The respective values indicated the significance on online engagement behaviors, with liking behaviors being impacted directly, but commenting behaviors indirectly. Additionally, the FSQCA indicated solutions to retain such commenting and online behaviors. And different purchases are to be given by customers, leading to this kind of behaviors. Theoretical implications for the study can be shown as follows. We have contributed and extended the Servicescape literature in taking safety Servicescape concept and the impact on online customer engagement, providing extended knowledge in the hospitality sector. Moreover, this study applied the mixed method approach to understand the complex configuration of Servicescape and values, which had been limited in the previous studies. Practical implications can be found that the importance of safety attributes post-COVID-19 period and the role of Servicescape in generating value and ongoing engagement. Businesses are advised to differentiate themselves through Servicescape elements to meet the evolving customer needs. This strategic approach will help them to stand out from other competitors by positively impacting firm performances through customer loyalty and other electronic word of mouth. As for all research, limitations do exist for our study. For the study, the lack of generalizability to Korean customers suggests future studies to explore a cross-country context. Additionally, further research is recommended using experimental or longitudinal design for robust causal correlations in our research. And that concludes my presentation. Any questions are welcomed. Thank you very much.
My question.
Thank you very
I don't know quite well the definition of service escape, but anyway, I assumed the meaning of service and escape. The escape means what? Service escape is run away from service, or what is that? Anyway,
Oh, yeah, okay.
can you tell me again the service escape?
So Servicescape is more of a how should I say in simpler terms? It's like a feature. It's like so features in representing like an atmosphere. So when it comes to hotels, normally we have two different type of atmospheres to be given. One is the visual atmosphere, the physical, the aesthetics, the beauty of the hotel.
That's right. That's right.
And normally social Servicescape is in the hospitality context, there's an interaction between the employees.
Okay.
And nowadays it might be extended to the robot, but that's another thing to discuss. So that's the term of Servicescape.
Okay.
But for this research, Servicescape features only exist between physical and social. But we extended the Servicescape into the safety Servicescape, which through the lens of this theory. So that was the point of our research for this.
Okay, thank you. And back to your research model again.
Yes.
By your explanation, I can suggest you just categorize your mediated variable functional value and wellness value.
Yes, that's correct.
But by your explanation is social value and the functional value is quite agreeable. But like when you said that the atmosphere certainly is kind of an aesthetic value. Do you understand? Aesthetic value.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Or the beauty kind of
Yes.
stuff. So why you didn't include that kind of a aesthetic value into your research model? Only you considering functional value, which is much related to information processing stuff.
That is.
And the wellness value is kind of a, I guess if you are satisfied with the situation in room or whatever, you feel okay. I'm feel well being. That is ultimate goal of that context. So I just my sensing then the wellness value it would be the last consequence of that mediation value. What do you think about that?
Actually, that's a very good question, Dr. Koo. So you mentioned that why I didn't put aesthetic value, though there's a lot of values according to other literatures. We can see there's epistemic value, conditional value, emotional value. There's a lot of values that can be considered. But let's talk about in the hospitality context, the aesthetic value is already correlated to the antecedent which I mentioned about the physical servicescape. So after I encountered those kind of physical servicescape, we would think that people's values are generated by how they interact in advance rather than how people see them. So imagine like we understand that those kind of aesthetics are important, but what matters more in the practical situation in the form performance is not how people gain value in interacting with those things. Because if you just see the aesthetic value is important, well, that can be a good implication in the theoretical situation. But if you come to think about it, how can people have a positive impact towards the form, like the form performance, by just looking towards those aesthetic and the beauty? So we think that the functional and wellness values are to be prioritized in impacting the satisfaction. But aesthetic value it's okay, but we just value more on the functional and the wellness value. I think that's also a good point you mentioned, Dr. Koo. Any more questions on the floor?
From
Looking
John's
at the
side.
time.
Oh.
Sorry. Yes.
Hello.
Short deal. Hello. Looking at the time, maybe I should not ask too many. I was just wonder, maybe you can very quick answer your insight on the social, servicescape, the social value. You indicated that it has no influence on the satisfaction and on the comments. And I didn't fully understand your assumption. Why is it that? I was wondering about this.
Yes, Dr. Olaf, I think there's a lot of reasons why social servicescape was rejected in impacting those respective two values, which was the functional and the wellness values. Our assumption is that actually the social servicescape features are to be guaranteed in advance rather than impacting its value, rather having a significant and practical impact. That was our maybe one plausible reason. We were trying to figure out what could be the most plausible reason in explaining this kind of situation. And number two is one of the the second reason is because of the advanced technologies. Not many people value interaction with the human staff nowadays. So maybe that could be one of the reasons why people try not to value too much on their interaction with the hotel staffs, because they have encountered too much interaction, such as robots, AIs, and self-service technologies. That could be another plausible reason. I think we need to think about more, because data doesn't lie and the rejection came out. So I think that's one explanation that I need to keep thinking of if I want to make this topic publishable. So I think that's my answer to your question.
Okay, thank you very much. I was thinking in terms of social, a little bit broader. That may be the reason. I understand your answer, that it's focused on the hotel staff. I was wondering about if maybe later you could also include other factors like the possibilities for interaction also with other guests and so on. I know that's not part of your research right now, but that I had in mind when I was wondering that this has no value in the communication on social media.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Olaf.
Okay. Yes, I think we have to continue with the next presentation. We are 6 minutes late, so please continue with the third presentation about, let me check here, the mapping the evolution of research on fake online reviews. Yeah, that's a huge topic, a bibliometric approach. So the stage is yours.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming today. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Sun Yang and I'm a PhD student in Business Administration at Kyung Hee University. Today I'm going to be talking about our research, which is a review article utilizing bibliometrics to perform a long-term historical analysis of the past 2 decades of the research on fake online reviews. And this presentation is structured as follows. 이거 아니잖아요. 이거요. Introduction, methodology, analysis and results, and the conclusion. Of course, we will have time for questions at the end of my presentation, and I would greatly appreciate any feedback or comment you might have. As you know, fake online reviews are false, fake, deceptive reviews that are intended to mislead consumers. Here we show two reviews from a real public data set, one fake and one real. As you can see, it's almost impossible for a person to tell them apart just by reading. Fake reviews are common across platforms and are often used to boost business reputation or attract competitors. Given their serious consequences, many studies over the past 2 decades have explored this issue from various angles and fields, such as information systems, e-commerce, machine learning, and tourism. This has led to a large but divided research streams and making it challenging to keep up to date with all of them. So this is the reason why we need a historical review of research on fake online reviews to fully understand the evaluation and development of this field. We are not the first to conduct a literature review in this area. However, most previous reviews have focused only on the method of detecting fake reviews or on one particular aspect. And most of these studies used qualitative content analysis. What makes us different is that we use a bibliometric approach to quantitatively summarize the large and growing literature in this field, with a special focus on the development and the evaluation of knowledge structures. Therefore, in this study, we propose 4 research questions. First, we assess the scientists who have made outstanding contribution to this field and their activities through performance analysis. Next, we observe the evaluation of the knowledge structure by mapping strategy diagrams and thematic areas, identifying well-developed and underdeveloped themes, and suggesting several research directions. Bibliometrics is the best approach to achieve the purpose of our study, and which can usually be divided into 5 stages: research design, compiling data, analysis, visualization, and interpretations. I have just described the research design, and now I will present the remaining steps in turn. We choose Web of Science as our primary database for data to compile a list of keywords for the query. We searched previous reviews on Google Scholar. After summarizing the keyword used in previous reviews and conducting a repeated manual test, we compiled the following query for Web of Science as shown on the slide. Well, the search returned a total of over 160,000 results. We screened these results according to the Prisma statement, and the complete screening process is shown on the slide. Well, first we assess the relevance of the document to the research purpose based on the title, abstract, and keyword. And for those requiring further evaluation, we decide to include them in the dataset was made by reading the 4 tests, and we include 574 documents with 4 records from Web of Science in the datasets used for analysis. And next, we cross-checked the dataset with previous reviews and find some missing studies. We added 15 documents found in Web of Science and 28 found in Scopus to the dataset. So our final dataset consisted of 617 publications with 589 from Web of Science and 28 from Scopus. This slide presents the descriptive statistics of our dataset. The number of publications included has increased significantly compared to previous reviews, and the overall trend in research on fake online reviews shows an increase with more citations to earlier work. We use performance analysis to answer research question 1. We first assess the top 10 most influential scholars in the field as well as their network. So the scholar who made the most outstanding contribution is Liu Bing, as many of you may know. He is one of the most famous scholars of the world in the field of machine learning and opinion mining. Next is the most influential institution and the collaboration network among them. NTU is the most published university, and the collaboration between universities shows a regional character, with universities having more extensive collaboration networks, also publishing a higher number of articles. Next is the most influential countries and the collaboration network. In terms of the number of articles, China leads with the most publications. However, in terms of number of citations, the US is the most influential country. And additionally, the more extensive the collaboration, the higher the number of articles published. As the final part of our performance analysis, we examined the most influential research and journals. More than half of the top 10 research in this field are conference papers related to computer science, highlighting the importance of the conference publications in this field. Next, we observed the evolution of the knowledge structure by mapping strategic diagrams and thematic areas based on the centrality and the density. This method classifying the themes into 4 types based on where they are located. The themes in the upper right are called motto themes and have higher centrality and density, indicating they are well developed and important to the field. And themes in the lower right are called basic themes and have high centrality but low density, usually relating to general themes that cut across different research areas in this field. And themes in the lower left are called emerging or declining themes and have low centrality and low density, indicating they are weakly developed and marginal. Themes in the upper left are called niche themes, having well-developed internal connection but undeveloped external connections, typically involving high specialized topics. We divided the research on fake reviews into 3 periods to observe the evolution of the themes based on 2 years with significant increases in the number of articles, 2015 and 2019. This figure shows the strategy diagrams and thematic area in the first period. After reading the specific literature included in each theme, we summarize each thematic area. Among the motto themes, opinion span is the largest theme, and followed by online reviews, feature selection, and machine learning. The research within this theme focus on the functioning of the online reviews market and suggest early approaches to fake review detection. And niche themes in the first period include algorithm and fake web review. All of this research included in these two themes related to the characterization of fake reviews. And 6 marginal clusters with low density and centrality emerge in the lower left corner. We summarize them as emerging themes with a focus on marketing and e-commerce platforms. And in the second period, the number of themes increased compared to the previous period, and clear basic themes and new industry emerge. The theme labeled e-commerce shift locations, and the largest theme remain labeled as opinion span, followed by online reviews, e-commerce, and deceptive review identification. The focus within the main themes of this period is fake review detection. Compared to the previous period, there is a much larger and more wide range of methods for detecting fake reviews. Another aspect of this period's main theme revolved around the key users in online review platforms. And basic themes include studies of the hotel and tourism industries and the detection of fake reviews. In particular, the themes of hotel reviews was highly centered and externally connected. Well, two niche themes during this period were K-mean cluster and semi-supervised learning. Both themes involved methods for detecting fake review groups. These themes are highly specialized and links externally linking to other themes. In the third period, the number of themes increased significantly compared to the previous two periods. The largest theme became machine learning, followed by fake reviews, group nature networks, and product review and AI. Many models and methods for fake review detections were detected as a specialized theme, and showing the variety of detection methods in this period. And the focus in the main themes of this period deals with the techniques and models for fake review detections, with machine learning being the largest theme. And another aspect concerned the issue of market manipulation for fake reviews. Much of the research on the basic themes of the period dealt with the various stages of business management related to fake reviews, and which can be of great help to companies and platforms in this field in their business practice. Also, we discussed the niche themes and the emerging themes together and summarize them as another aspect of fake reviews and error detection method. These themes were numerous but have very similar levels of centrality, with the main differences being their density. And so far, I have introduced our main analysis results. This method relates on cohort analysis. Previous study also presented this cohort analysis in the form of network diagrams as shown on the slide, but actually this method can be difficult to explain, especially when there are many clustered, and this method we use is easier to explain and allowed us to observe the development and the change of themes over different periods. Also, there are also some methods that can supplement our analysis results, such as Sankey diagrams, which allowed us to observe the changes in themes over different periods. And train topics analysis helps us identify the most popular topics in each year. Also, the citation-based analysis allowed us to discover different research streams by observing how later works cite earlier works. In conclusion, we propose 3 directions for future research, studying the impact of fake reviews writing by real consumers, exploring the possibility and impact of review manipulation by platforms, and developing strategies for building safer review systems. And our research has 2 main limitations. Firstly, the metadata of the 2 databases, Web of Science and Scopus, are not identical, so which may introduce barriers into our results, and bibliometric analysis is not a substitute for extensive reading. So future studies may benefit from combining these 2 methods. This concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
So, thank you very much for your presentation. Looking at the time, we have not time for too many questions. Are there some from the audience? If not, there's one, I see.
Yeah, thank you for very interesting presentations. I just wanted to ask about your in the analysis. You used many different themes. Probably you mentioned as clusters and the graph. So did you use the keyword of the papers for your cluster, or how did you generate the list of the clusters in your analysis?
Yes, actually, this method can be based on title or abstract or keyword, and which I use was keyword provided by the authors of the paper.
All right. So mainly so look at the keywords in each paper,
Yes.
and then you saw that it's all right.
Yes.
So in that case, I think it's probably from the reader's perspective, the keyword is sometimes it's mixed between some techniques like a K-meaning clustering. Sometimes it is something more fake reviews also. So there is something probably difficult to understand. It's difficult to compare between the technique and also domain keywords. So do you think there is any way to classify the keywords between the techniques and also some future directions or application, and then see how those different technique changed over the time? So do you think it is possible, or?
Yes, if I use the abstract of the paper, maybe there are more other results. And also actually the algorithm we use for this analysis is also very important, and maybe I can try other source like abstract or title of the paper or other algorithm to observe the development trend as you said.
All right. So did you also apply topic modeling from text mining approach?
Oh, actually, topic modeling, yes, I tried it, but the results, actually, I do not think it's a very good result. I still work on it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Olaf,
thank you.
I have
yes.
a question too. Okay,
Please.
through your entire phase of your the analysis period, why didn't consider the emergence of ChatGPT? Especially ChatGPT is easy to make and generate the fake review, and the terms last 2022, 2023, 2024 probably would be different from the shock of conversational ChatGPT before and after, but you didn't consider it.
Yes, it's true. I only considered the number of articles as based on the number of articles to divide the period. But actually, the AI and the machine learning as ChatGPT, as you mentioned, is very important to this field, and it may be totally make the results totally different. And I want. but actually it's so difficult to define which years is most important. Before ChatGPT, there are also machine learning and there are also AI, and there are a lot of. I think I should consider these issues and maybe change the years and see what's difference with the results.
Yeah, I agree that it's the most difficult part is what is the real review and the fake review generated by ChatGPT. One thing is, this. What is this conference name? It's a Smart Tourism, right?
Yes.
We have a last 10 years period. Then why don't you the review the Smart Tourism keywords last 10
Okay.
years? How to bone the keyword and then generate the keyword and spread the keyword and interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary sort of things. It's 10-year update.
At the beginning, I do want to review the fake reviews on smart tourism. Actually, there are also another paper already reviewed it, and when I collected the data, I found that the fake review on smart tourism is actually some limited data with less than 1,500 papers, and so I made the research reach more as the fake reviews in all fields.
Then you apply for other tools or methods to the only 150 journal papers, not the massive data. It's a small data.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Looking at the time, I think we have to come to an end. Maybe just also one comment from me. I also had this question about what content of the paper did you analyze. I think the abstract is really important to include. And the second thing is, I was wondering also about what are the gaps. So what gaps did you identify, and do you plan to expand your research towards these gaps? For example, smart tourism is not included, or specific topics like the creation of fake reviews is not such a big topic, or was big, and then the importance decreased. Do you plan something like that?
Yes, actually, I read all of the paper in the dataset, and the research gaps I proposed 3 was based on the reading, and actually the results also are indicating some important unaddressed research gaps. If I want to make more contribution to this field and find more important but unaddressed research gaps, maybe I should consider the combine this bibliometric method and the content analysis. I think this is my answer.
Yes. Yes, or just expand the analysis on what was published so far in your time period, and combine it with what the first comment said, specific topics you observe, and then for the topics, the number of publications to see if it's expanding or if it's decreasing. That could also be a first way based on the data you already have. Okay, I see already the next session chair is here, and I have to end that one. Thank you very much from my side for the interesting presentation. And yeah, thank you very much,
Okay.
and bye-bye.
Rainer?
I will look for the physical certificate of the breakfast.
Olaf, thank you very much. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Okay.